So this is the final review of the Cooper Evolution MT tires. This is 30,000 miles on these tires, and we're going to explain, how good they've held up, what kind of tread life we have left on them, and is there any checking, is there anything going bad about them, and how was the experience for 30,000 miles. Now I know these tires have a much higher, mile range, but I think 30,000 miles is a good range for us to see what kind of tread is left on the tire and to see what condition they're in. So at 30,000 miles, you can see my tread left on the tire is about half. So I still got, by the time you get minimum depth, I probably got maybe 45, 50,000 miles of actual mileage I can get out of this tire, which for a mud terrain tire, that's probably the best you can get out there, 45, 50,000 miles for a mud terrain. I think that's pretty good. Now, the wear and tear of the tire, I take these tires, unlike most people, I take them through the Pennsylvania coal mines, and I really beat these tires up. I mean, I give them a pretty good workout. So you can see the cuts and the scrapes and the couple pieces missing in them. That's not a typical use. That's me because I off-road with these things. But I will give it this. They are holding up really well. This 10-ply sidewall, there's no chunks taken out of the sidewall. For a mud terrain tire, this tire I think is holding up really, really well. I have a buddy that has some pieces taken out of the sidewall, and maybe it's luck, I don't know, but I haven't, knock on wood, I have not had any chunks taken out. The tire is holding up really well, and we beat these tires up. We put them through the works. So I think for 30,000 miles, this is really, really good. And I could probably get, maybe up to 40,000, 45,000 before personally I need enough lug to grab a rock again. If you're not taking this off-roading, you can probably get a little more. But me, because I need some lug left over to grab onto rocks, I'm probably going to change them out probably about 40,000 miles, maybe a little sooner, which is fine. Overall, they drive good. It's been a fairly quiet tire. For a mud terrain, I think it's probably one of the quietest mud terrains out there. It doesn't bug me any in the cabin. And for wear level, it's been wearing evenly. And I'm going to say it's just been a good tire. Just keep your truck aligned properly. And when you go off-roading, take it easy. Don't go pounding into things because that knocks alignment off. Alignment knocked off, you're going to wear your tire out. So just take good care of your alignment. Your tire's going to hold up good. And, the tread's really good on this tire. Now, the one thing I'll say negative about this tire is, and it's not the brand or anything like that's fault, it's not as good in the rain, and it's not as good in the winter. So in the rain, it's a little slick. This is not a rain tire. It's not an all-terrain tire. So in the rain, it's not as good. In the rain, mud terrain. And in the wintertime, again, it's not as good in the wintertime because the compounds of this tire are really hard. It's just not designed for cold temperatures. So, I drive it in the winter anyway. It drives fine for me. I'm just going to let you know it's not the greatest in the cold weather, and but for off-roading wise, it's just a great tire. So I think that's all I can say about this tire. It's been a good tire, and what else can I say about it? So that's it for this episode, and if you like what we're doing, please subscribe because you all make it happen.